a massage therapist. And what that means is that I help women who are narcissistic and toxic relationships find their way out. Stop being someone who is being manipulated and taken advantage of and traumatized by people who don't have your best interests in mind, who are self-absorbed, who are insensitive, not empathic, and really don't care. I help women break out of that. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. So today we're talking about why a narcissist keeps dogging your heels. You know, a narcissist is way different from how they present themselves. They present themselves as someone who has all of their shit together, let's say. Out into the world, they can be successful. They can be in banking. They can be engineers. They can be artists. They can be CEOs. And they're all over the place. And what they put out there, you know, the image they put out there is someone who's got it all together, someone who's nice and supportive and loving, and they like to remind everybody how nice and supportive and loving they are all the time. And then here's you, you're like, no, that's like such a lie. Doesn't anybody see this? No, they don't. Now, the reason that a narcissist has two such personalities, let's say, is because they are like an actor pretending to be somebody else. Their internal experience is one where they're constantly being pulled in different directions. They don't know how to find grounding, they don't know how to find guidance, and they're so afraid that everyone else is going to find out what a loser they are, how insecure they are, how they really can't keep their shit together, how they really don't know what's going on, that they're going to end up being helpless and alone. And so in reality, the only person that they feel close to is you. The personal romantic relationship that they have developed, whether it's been 30 years, whether it's been 6 months, you are one of the safest people in their life. And because you're one of the safe people in their life, because you know their secrets, you know how vicious and violent and cruel and unkind and insensitive and thoughtless and self-absorbed that they are, then you are the one that they can trust. I know, it's weird because they rip you apart and tell you how untrustworthy you are and tell you how stupid you are and how worthless you are. And they tell you those things because they need to keep you. They need to keep you around because you are their, like in Harry Potter, you're their secret keeper. So they have to manipulate and control and gaslight their secret keeper so that they can keep living their secret. They can keep living in that self-absorbed, but, you know, here's my image, my perfect image sort of space. They can keep living that way. So even though in your home or in the car or in a corner or cornered in the bathroom or wherever, even though they're telling you that you're worthless and nothing and that they don't want anything to do with you and that they're going to replace you as soon as that they can and that they've got lots of other girlfriends or women or that you're a terrible mother or you're a terrible person, even though they're saying all these things to you, you're the only person that they can trust. You're like a unicorn in their life. They don't have anybody else because all the other women dumped them. All the other women said, I'm not putting up with this crap. Are you kidding me? Either there was this explosion of drama, between them and somebody else, or women were healthy enough that they said, no, we're not dealing with this. This is stupid. I don't want to be your secret keeper. I don't want to be the one that you take all of your insecurities and abuse out on. So you are very special to a narcissist, no matter what they say, because everything that they're saying is just a way to kind of keep you in control, to keep their secret under wraps, to keep everybody else from finding out that they really don't have it together, that they really don't know what they're doing. So when you're thinking that a narcissist is going to leave any second and you're waiting for them and you want them to and they've told you they're going to, and when you're waiting for that and you totally expect it and it jerks you around, oh my God, you're leaving. what they're really trying to do is develop a deeper control over you, a deeper way of making sure that you don't run away because you're too insecure and you think no one else will want you, so you might as well stay. It's a very sad, sad situation to be in. So even though a narcissist may look like they're leaving and send you pictures of their new source or their new love, even though they may be taunting you and tormenting you, what they really want is to keep you under control. They want you to keep from spilling their secret. And they would really love to be able to be the Prince Charming that they are to anybody new. But they also know that if they let that secret out of the bag, then they'll probably lose that relationship too. So you are their safety net. You are the one that keeps them in control because they have a place to be cruel. They have a place to express all those thoughts and feelings that have been, running around their head and bouncing inside their skull. And they can put it on you, which means that it's kind of like, if men don't want to have sex with somebody new, that they will, they'll relieve themselves before they go on a date or before they meet someone because they don't want that extra stress. So you're like, their patsy. You're the one that they're able to dump all of that crap onto so that they can go out into the world and look like Mr. Wonderful or Superman. They can go out into the world and be the person that they wish they were, but they aren't inside. So in reality, it's very hard to get rid of a narcissist because if you give them a bone, if you give them an olive branch, if you give them a sign, that, yeah, I'm going to stay, yeah, you're welcome here. Yes, I miss you. They're going to latch onto that like a life preserver because it's so much easier to manipulate and control you. It's so much easier to dump and unpack all of their anger and hurt and frustration on you that they really want to keep you around. They want to keep you in their life. And they're going to, look for ways to kind of hook you back in and look for ways to get you reattached and re-involved. They'll turn back on the charm. They'll turn back on the, all the things that you thought were their true self. They'll turn that back on in order to keep you in a relationship with them because it's just way easier. And it's scary because every person that they have to expose themselves to, every person they lose their cool with, they know, and the secret is out. And in some ways, they want to keep that secret under wraps. They don't want to be seen as somebody who's out of control. They don't want to be seen as someone who doesn't have their life together. They don't want to be seen as a cruel and sensitive human being. That's not who they want to be, even though inside, that's exactly how they feel. So they have to have places where they can, in the rest of the world, they're playing their character. But at home, they're being the person that they feel inside so that they can get it off their chest, so that they can maintain equilibrium, so that they can stay balanced and grounded. So yeah, it's a very Jekyll and Hyde sort of experience where women end up feeling like they're jerked around. On the one hand, they're told that they're useless and no one wants them. And on the other hand, then they're told they're the most beautiful, amazing woman in the world. It's very confusing. It's very difficult. So if you're thinking that a narcissist is only going to be in your life temporarily and that they'll eventually go away, they won't. If you sit there and do nothing, they're not going to go away. They're going to keep doing exactly what they're doing. And they're going to, in their own mind, deny that this is happening and justify it. They'll find good reasons why it's perfectly okay for them to behave this way because they're crazy. They feel crazy. So because they feel crazy, they need a place to express that crazy. And they have chosen to express that crazy in a way that's very hurtful to you. So you're not going to get rid of a narcissist anytime soon, especially if you stay the same. The only way to get rid of a narcissist is to let them know that you're done with them, to let them know that they're safe. You're going to keep their secret, because that's important. You're not going to tell the world what a horrible person they were. because that's important to them. If you really want a narcissist to go away, you need to give them a certain level of reassurance, that you aren't going to blow up their world, so they feel a little bit more safe and secure. And you need to let them know that you're not tolerating it anymore, that there is a line. Now, the problem is that you still have this emotional attachment. You still have this trauma bond with them. You haven't learned yet how to break the trauma bond. It's actually pretty simple. And you've been trying to break these trauma bonds all of your life, and you've developed some really good skills. But you know what? Science never really caught up to trauma. It's only now starting to realize, oh, this is how trauma works. This is how we break trauma bonds. So if you're ready to kind of move forward, if you're tired of the old, musty, outdated information about, relationships are hard, or you just need to try harder, or maybe you hear your mother in your head saying, well, what did you do? How did you cause this? Why is this your fault? Why did they do this to you? What did you do to them? If that's the voice in your head, either the narcissist or your mother the narcissist, or your father the narcissist, or whoever it may be, if that's the voice you hear in your head, that's what needs to stop. You need to start realizing that it's not you, that it's a situation where two people are coming at it from way different perspectives. And if you're ready to start standing up for yourself and stop being triggered and manipulated and controlled by someone else's crazy, then reach out. You can go to inspiremassage.com, soon to be ritahickmancoaching.com. And we do group programs. I do one-on-one programs. Send me an email, and we'll set up a time just to chat, see where you're at. I'll give you some tools, get you on the right path. And then if you want to work further together, then we'll set something up. But definitely reach out. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to have a wonderful day. I'm so looking forward to it. And I'll talk to you later. Okay? Bye.